I just, I'm just so proud of them. Just proud of the guys, proud of the way they fought, the way they battled. And last night we had our team meeting, and we just, rarely do you play a perfect game, but really the challenge for us was just, can you play a complete game? Can you play and not let a circumstance dictate your behavior, but battle through, even adverse situations. This team has had a ton of close games this season, and we've felt, the pain of coming up on the short end of some of these games, and I'm just proud of the way the guys fought and found a way. You want to talk about this game? It's about a group of guys finding a way to make it happen with the game on the line. And do we have things we got to fix? Yes, we do. And are we going to attack those things relentlessly? I'm probably going to get my butt right in the office as soon as we leave here, but I'm just proud of the effort and the toughness and grit and resolve and how these guys fought and played the game.
Alex Mcnulty, it's been kind of an up and down year for him. I know last week there were some questions of whether he played. What did it mean to watch him make the game move so well?
I couldn't wait. We're 40 plus seconds left. We're on the plus side of the 30. We have 3 timeouts. And the drive before, we looked at Alex and said, Alex, we're going to come right back to that leg, and this game's going to come right back down to you. And then we fast forward a few minutes later, plus 40 seconds, 3 timeouts. We run the first play. We get a positive gain. We let the clock run down to 30s. We call the first timeout. Second down, we get another positive gain. We let it run a little bit more, and we bleed. Milk situation, we're bleeding the clock. We call the second timeout, and then the third play was about just centering the ball and making that kick as comfortable as possible for Alex. And we've seen him knock those in consistently throughout the course of training camp and practice, and I'm just so proud of him for stepping up in a very big moment and knocking in a big time kick with not just the team, but really the coaches, the university, and everybody wearing this Bulls logo on his back. He knocked it in, and I'm proud of him for doing that.
The defensive side early in the game was slow, trying to slow down the run attack.
Yep.
So just thinking about how you guys were able to really slow them down throughout the rest of the game.
All right.
How do you think you guys held up to 3 points?
Sure.
After the first quarter?
Sure. It's just you just make the adjustments. You go in there, and credit to Ohio guys. I mean, Ohio, they fought their butt off, and I have so much respect for that program, and our team and our coaches respect them. I told Coach Tim after the game, I respect you and how they go about doing their business. And you give up the 21 points in the first quarter, we're down, and then it's like anything else. When you find yourself in a hole, what do you do next? You make the next immediate right decision. You make the next immediate right adjustment. Part of that was, they came in strong with their quarterback run game. We had some zone read, speed option, quarterback power, quarterback counter, and they were doing some things that are in and putting them in some conflict situations. So we started squeezing the end down a little bit more, crashing the end, and then really letting the backers fit and fold over the top. And then our second level guys started setting edges better than they did in the first half. And then all of a sudden those 8, 9, 10-yard runs turn into 5-yard runs, and then you play a little bit harder and they turn into 2-yard runs, and then you put a little bit more effort into it, and now you get negative plays. And we felt like if we got efficient on first down and first down efficiency, we could create some third and long situations where we felt like it was going to tilt to our advantage, and we can get our rush packages in, and that's what we did on third and long. We pressured, we covered, we made plays with the game on the line, and we were able to get enough possessions and create enough possessions for our offense throughout the last 25 minutes of the game to give ourselves a chance to win.
Your team was down 26-10 at one point after the bad snap for the safety. Was that a fake punt or just a bad snap?
Just a miscommunication between the snapper. Immediately when it occurred, we took accountability for it, and it was just an error, just a straight error.
And from that, did you see your team kind of rally together after that? Or was that the kind of turning point for the game? If not, where was it?
Yeah, I just think it was just. I think at halftime there's a ton of poise. We told our team at halftime, nobody. I guess when you look up and you're down 21 points, that's not in the formula, that's not in the plan. But I think when you believe and have resolve in what you're doing, you can still behave and act with poise because you have confidence in what you're doing. You have confidence in the guys in the locker room. So there wasn't finger pointing, there wasn't yelling. There was a clear, concise communication about what we needed to do. We felt like we ended the second half. We played a bad first quarter. We ended the second quarter stronger than we did the beginning of the game, although the score and the reflection of the game looked more severe than what I felt like we ended in the second quarter. And we came out in the third quarter and carried a lot of that momentum into the third quarter. And then it was just about making the next right play, making the next right decision, and then just chopping away at the lead. So, you're down 16 points. We score the one touchdown. We go for two immediately. We're able to bang that in, and Duffy made an outstanding catch. Now all of a sudden we're down 8, and when you're down 8 in college football, you're in a one-possession game, and the game's up in the air now. Now it's just about making the plays and getting the stops and covering kicks and fielding kicks and playing the field position battle. And we got aggressive on offense. We were able to get some crossing patterns going, and it's a collective effort. Our O-line held up strong. We started pushing the pile a little bit better in the second half. You look at Dylan Mcduffie. He's our game captain going into the week. He was a game captain for this week. He responds with 23 carries, 143 yards on the ground, a touchdown, 6-yard average, and I'm just so proud of him. I can't put into context how proud I am of the team, but also a guy like Dylan Mcduffie, just because I've seen him consistently work from June, July, put the work in August, and then to come out with a game like this and a performance like this, I think he's scratching the surface of what he can ultimately become, and I just continue to see him climb and rise. Ron Cook made a ton of plays for us. Kyle Van Treese put the ball where it needed to be put. And then we had some young guys like Jamari Gadsett step up, make some good catches and some crossing patterns. Tyler Stevens stepped up. So we have guys that are just, playing their best football right now when we need them to play it. And we were in a severe, tight situation, and guys responded the right way.
Coach, in the second half, not only the play calling seemed to get more creative, but just the offense seemed more fluid. What was the switch that flipped in the second half?
Well, we talked about it at halftime. I told Kyle in the face, I said, Kyle, we can move the ball on these guys efficiently and effectively. Don't press it. Don't force it. We forced the one interception on the back shoulder throw. It's just, see it before you do it. And he looked me right in the face and said, Coach, I know we can. So it was great communication, poise, and we had confidence coming out. Although we didn't let a circumstance dictate our behavior, because the score would have told you we should have been down. We should have our heads down, but we had a lot of poise and confidence because I saw us finish the second quarter strong, and we played poorly in the first quarter. We got off to a really, really bad start. But the flip side of that is if you can play as poorly as you did and really see us come to life in the second quarter and respond, well, there's some confidence that you can go out there and put together a string of enough plays to do what we just did, which we just protected our own home, we protected our stadium, and we won a big time MAC East game at home, and I'm proud of the guys for doing it.
You've been fighting back, Coach, from deficits the last few weeks, and it's got to be nice for the team and you and everybody else to get some positive reinforcement in the form of a win of that.
It is. I just think, it goes, but to me, it's vision. Ultimately, where do you want to go? Is your vision tied to a bigger picture purpose? And then do you have enough conviction in what you say that you believe to consistently go through the systematic process? Go through the process. You have to go through the process of what it takes to put yourself in a position to be successful. It's one game, and I feel like we are going to respond off this game, and I'm just looking forward to this week of practice, watching the mistakes, correcting the mistakes, and then ultimately just the challenge for us right now is, can we continue to grow and become what I believe that this team this year can become? And so we're going to continue to pour into our young men. We're going to continue to coach them with all the energy and passion and effort that we possibly can. This team and this locker room is very connected and united, and we really feel like that a connected room and a connected team is a dangerous team. And I think a lot of today being down 21 and coming back to win the game is the power of connection and the power of love, trust, and belief in one another. And I'm proud of the guys for doing that.
Kelly Riggins and Kevin Marks. When was the decision made for them to not play together?
Just it was a game time decision. Game time decision. We're just monitoring him and just seeing how he does. We're hopeful for him for next week, and we'll always protect our guys and do what's smart with them. And just a game time decision for him not to play this week.
The Riggins issue, was it the same as what happened at Old Dominion?
Similar. Just Riggins is battling, and I'm just proud of him for just staying in the fight. He's a guy that wants to be out there with his teammates, and we got to make sure we do what's smart with him, and we'll evaluate and see where he is next week.
Have you ever been involved in a game where you never led for the first 60 minutes, literally, and came out as a winner?
I cannot say that I have. I can't say that I have now. So.
Coach, what kind of emotions was there in the post-game locker room, either from you or from your team? I mean, this is a game that had as many highs as lows that you might never experience.
What kind of emotions were there? I think they're still going on right now. I mean, they're still in there now celebrating. I'm happy for them, and they needed, they deserved it for how they fought and battled. We're going to have that 24-hour rule and make sure that we get ourselves back refocused after this 24 hours. But just a ton of hugs, a ton of smiles, a ton of eye contact, and I just think there's so much connection in that locker room. And I'm just proud of the guys for getting this result that they fought hard for, and just going to enjoy it with them, and then get ourselves right back and get focused. We got to travel on the road and get our butt ready to go beat and play and compete our butt off against Akron.
Yes, for Coach. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Man of the hour, for Alex Mcnulty. First time in here, so it's always a good thing, right?
Yep.
Any questions for Alex?
Alex, this has kind of been kind of an up and down season for you. First off, what did it mean for you to make the game-winning field goal?
I think it was nice to be there for my team when they needed me. I haven't done the most consistent job of that this year, and I really wanted to be there for them, and we deserved to win, and I wanted to be there to help them get that.
What was your reaction to obviously the sequence how it played out? This kick first, the offside penalty comes, you get the redemption, and you get a second.
I think it was just the same thought process as the first kick. Trust that I've done it 1,000 times in practice. I can do it again. No reason I can't do it right now. Not make it bigger than it was.
Can you sense the offside call coming at all?
So our short snapper, Jeremiah Reardon, actually made a good call. He saw the jump and he snapped it early. So we had an early snap to try and pull that offside so we get a second chance. And that was a good heads-up play by him. And a good job by the whole operation, blocking, Evan with the hold. Everything was really good. So I think it was just a good heads-up play by Jeremiah making that.
Being on the sideline, seeing your team go down 21-0. What is your team's response? First of all, was it shock? Was it resolve? What did you see out of your team?
I think initially we had some mixed reactions, but I think in the end we all pulled together. We pulled each other up, gave each other support. Said we got this. We've done it. We've done it before. We did it last week. We just didn't finish in the fourth quarter, so we knew we could do it, and we had to do it again. That's what we did.
Anything else for Alex? Oh, go ahead.
And then one thing coaches emphasize, teammates emphasize over the last few weeks is finishing games, finishing drives, finishing plays. What did this game tell you about your team's ability to finish, something the team hasn't been able to do in the last couple of weeks?
I think it shows we never give up. We always keep pushing through. Things haven't always gone our way, but we've kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and if you keep pushing long enough, eventually things go your way.
All right. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
Good job. Running back Dylan Mcduffie, career high 143 yards today and a touchdown. So questions for Dylan.
Dylan, just thinking about today, first career start, but you've obviously been very involved in this offense all season. For you to be able to have this performance, and especially seeing Ron Cook have a strong day as well, and you guys filling in for Kevin Marks, what was it like to be able to spark the offense?
I think the offensive line, starting out with them, they did a great job, especially in the second half. They came out with intent for physical play. So, I mean, when guys blocking it hard, you can't let them down. My teammates, they all did a great job. Jamar was opening up in the pass game. The tight ends were doing a great job blocking in the pass game. Kyle was making plays. So, I mean, I just did my part.
Just thinking about the offense as well, you guys really lit things up as the game progressed. Just thinking about how the offense was varying things up, play calls, formation. How beneficial do you think that was to your guys' success today?
I think Coach Montgomery did a great job with just seeing what was going on in the first half and getting us in the right position to make plays and be successful. So that was really important.
Your team faced a lot of adversity, particularly in the first quarter. Even before the game, Kevin Marks and Taylor Riggins are out. The team goes down 21-0. The Ohio quarterback scores a 99-yard touchdown. How would you describe your team's response to all of that?
I mean, we've been facing adversity since spring. We had a new staff come in late, and we just worked hard to get caught up in. That's our identity. We respond. That's our big thing here. Responding to our adversity.
And in that same vein, in the last couple weeks, one thing that coach has said, and your team has said, got to finish games, finish plays, finish drive. How well did your team do that today, especially in the second half?
I think we did a great job at it. I mean, we did what we had to do to get a win at the end of the day. Defense did a great job. Special teams did a great job. Max came down and just completely energized the whole team with that hit and on that kickoff. Alex did a great job, obviously, with that game-winning field goal. Defense stepped up and made plays, got the offense opportunities to put points on the board. So, I mean, it was just really complimentary football and everybody doing their part so we could get a win.
Dylan, Alex has been up and down this year. What was it like seeing him hit that game-winning kick?
I mean, Alex is a great kicker. I see him every day in practice make 50-yarders, 45-yarders. I mean, we all know he could do it. It's just about him believing in himself, and obviously he went out there and he did it. So that's really all it is.
What are the emotions like there in that locker room right now?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, we know we got to start stronger and we got to play up to our potential every single minute of the game, every snap. But Division I football is hard to get a win, so we're going to have fun and cherish the win. And tomorrow's back to work.
Can you sum up how important this one was in the sense that you've got goals for the season, whether it's bowl games and conference, but to get this win in this particular time after the last couple of weeks, it kind of sets you up a little bit for better things?
This was definitely an important one. I feel like we approach every single game with the same mindset, same attitude, every practice with the same mindset, same attitude. So everything we do here is important. It was just getting one in the stat sheet now, getting one in the win column.